So this is the little set I've got from Amazon. It came with a cuticle cutter, cuticle pusher, a gel brush and a 100 over 180 grit file. So this is the box, high quality nail tips, and they are made with ABS plastic, which is a really sturdy kind of plastic. These are the extra long coffin, and you get 500 nail tips in one box, so it's good value for money. And I like the way they've come packaged. It's a nice sturdy plastic box that the lid closes so you don't drop them everywhere. So these are full cover tips, and what that means is that they cover the entire nail. The good thing is if you use these is that you don't have to bother about shaping or whatever. You can just cut them to the desired length if you've got a nail tip cutter. So it's important when we size these up that they fit from sidewall to sidewall. We need to be able to press them down. They haven't got a lot of high apex as you typically will find with soft gel tips. These are often also called press-on nails, and that's because you can either use nail glue to glue them on, or you can use these reusable plastic sticky tab things that you can get for, well, nothing basically online. You can buy them real cheap. So what I'll do is I always sit and size them up before I've prepped or put anything on my nails, so that I don't get any contamination. If they don't fit perfectly around the cuticle area, because that is important, I'll show you a bit later in the video how I just fit them nicely and file them so that they fit snug. So all I'm going to do is just hold the tip real firm and carefully go around the edges with my file, just to make sure that I've got the perfect fit around the cuticle. You don't have to do it hard, be very abrasive, just be careful and just get it to align nicely. So what I do is I run my electric file with a medium grit sanding band inside of the plastic tips, because gel won't stick to a smooth plastic surface, so you need to kind of mat it down and just be careful and take your time. Don't leave any shiny parts, because if the worst comes to the worst, that can cause the whole nail to pop off. So I'm just going to whip round all 10 of them really quick before I just dust them off and put them aside until later. So okay, I'm going to prep my nails now, as I always do. I've done a video on how I prep that is on my channel. I can leave a link to that in the description box. So I'm just going to start off by gently pushing back the cuticles. Then I'm just going to go around the cuticles with my e-file. This is a cuticle bit. It's just to get all those little stubborn pieces off from the side walls and make sure you've got a good clean surface to work on. So now I'm just going to whip round with a sanding band on my natural nail, just being super careful with a fine band. As you can see, I'm right-handed, so the left hand always takes a lot longer. And obviously I'm doing the same on both hands, the same prep routine. Just skipping over it really carefully. All you need to do is just take the shine off. Do not dig into the nail or you'll get a ring of fire. I'm just going to take out the cuticle cutters that they sent me with the box, and I don't mind these too much actually. You're not going to go cutting into the living skin, it's just only if you've got like little dead bits poking up. I'll just pull them off. I prefer these to a cuticle nipple because I feel that I'm in more control, but be really careful, don't cut or dig into the skin. If you can see, it might look a bit rough in some places, that just literally getting off some gel that was stuck. So as I said, be really careful. When you're done with this, what you need to do is get rid of all the dust and debris. So get a brush with some cleaner and just rub it and scrub it up and down. So now we can go into the primer, just using a light touch and a sparing amount, and be careful that you don't get it on the skin. So I'm going to go in with a thin coat of base coat. I'm going to paint all my nails. This is the Beetles base coat. It's a soak off, which means that I can soak everything off when I'm done. And the plastic tips, they will melt in acetone, so the soak off system will work well together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and attach the tips with this, it's called reinforced gel from Modlons. It's like a builder in a bottle, I should say. And I'm just going to apply a sparing amount on the inside of the tip. And just apply it thinly and evenly. Like I said before, these haven't got the great big high apex that a lot of soft gel tips have got. So they're basically flat, so don't put too much on because otherwise it will just squish out everywhere. Now, pushing down from the cuticle, you hold it down and you'll get some kind of, what should I say, suction on it. And then you hold it down and freeze cure it for about 5 or 6 seconds. And this is something I'm going to do to all the nail tips, and I'm just going to keep freeze curing them in between so they don't lift or pop off. Try to get the tip down properly so you don't get any air bubbles. Okay, so these are done, and I'm really happy the way they turned out actually. These are really nice tips. But before I go and do the other hand, I'm just going to take some of the lengths down. Unfortunately, I can't have nails that are this long, and especially not if they're just tips, because I've got dogs and they'll catch stuff and that. So I'm going to take them down quite a bit, and I'm going to do the same on my left hand as I've done on my right. So yeah, let's just do that then. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to blend the cuticles in, despite this being a plastic tip, and I'm going to remove all the shine off the surface because I want to put some colour on these, and gel polish won't adhere to a shiny plastic surface, so all of the shine needs to come off. So just to be sure, I'm just going to go in with a thin coat of base gel again on the tip, which is, like I said before, it's a double-sided sticky tape, just to smooth the surface a little bit and get the gel polish to go on really smooth and nice. So what I'm going to do is, when I've done this first coat, I'm going to cure it, and then I'm going to go in with the second coat of colour and cure that as well, and then finish off with a top coat. Again, I'm just going to use the Beetles top coat, which is really glossy and pretty. And this is the final result. I mean, these are a fantastic way to just change your look or do it yourself at home. I really hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.